Good. Official. It is Thursday, November 14th. It's about 10:15 in the morning. This is Mike Christian sitting here with Bridget Fuller. Good morning, Bridget.
Right.
All right, we're here to talk about the party at your friend John's the other weekend. And if you would just tell me about basically just going to the party.
Okay, the recap. Let's see, we were supposed to, I want to say, be there at like 7-ish, 6:30, 7 o'clock.
Okay.
While I was on my way, I asked if there was anything, because normally I can be the straggler coming in on those last minute, oh, we need more ice.
Right.
Or, oh, well, we're out of Sprite. Or, blah, blah, blah. So I always ask before I hit my destination, is there anything that I can get anybody?
Mm-hmm.
And, I have a hand hernia, and it's very painful. So, I dropped her a line and said, is there anything that you need?
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, some blueberry vodka. Okay, blueberry vodka. I think that was their drinks of choice. They wanted a little blueberry vodka and some simple syrup, and I think they might have ended up using maybe don't take me on maybe a ginger beer or something to make
Scooting a little closer, just so I can write that.
Okay. And so we stopped and we got a nice handle of the blueberry vodka because there were 9 women involved, and God forbid.
Bless you.
God forbid, some women can put away, the alcohol, and some people put away the wine,
Mm-hmm.
everything. I'm kind of your mother hen whenever I'm at parties, and my very first priority is children. Granted, there were no children this time,
Mm-hmm.
but the weekend before there was. I've been a nanny for 9 years, and not just with my own children,
Right.
other people's children. Completely trust me. And so I'm very adamant about watching what's going on, and it's like, stop flipping your head around, you're going to knock your head into the damn wall. I'm not doing any ER things for you. Stop being stupid.
Right.
And I think that was one of the things Tam liked so much about me is, even though I had a couple drinks, I still kept my faculties about me.
Mm-hmm.
If a child went missing, then I'm like, I saw that kid recently, where's he at? It's just inbred. So they were drinking some blueberry vodka, simple syrup, Sprite or ginger ale thing. I was just having like little Smirnoff Ice bottles.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of reminds you of beer, but
Yeah.
not the malted part.
Right.
So, it was very low, but it keeps me still coherent enough for, in a case of emergency, something happens.
Sure.
I got my faculties about me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the saver type of person. I don't care about a whole lot of people, but the ones that I do care about, I want to take good care of. That was the second time that I had met Tam. The first time was the weekend before for pumpkin carving.
Okay.
Her kids thought it was awesome because I got to use power tools. I had a saw, go around the top of that saw, get that lid off, then stick this thing on the drill, and it goes, and all the guts, so it makes it super easy for them to cut them out, or scoop it out. I'm all about efficiency, and I like power tools. So, they all thought that I was just to cast me out because I'd go out there and, do those things. But kids have been my life. And Tam was very appreciative. I can't tell you how many times that woman grabbed me and goes, I love you. You're like incredible. Can we take you home for a while?
Ah,
Because I'm a neat freak too.
yeah.
I mean, my OCD, I'm a super neat freak. I don't like to leave anybody's house a mess. I will not leave until I've swept the floor up, made sure the dishes are in. I'm that perfect friend. I mean, I'm not boasting or anything, but I'm that perfect friend you want to be there at a party.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she's not waking up the next morning going, oh my God.
What a mess.
Yeah. So, and I don't have a big circle of friends. I'm very close. I'm very protective. I have Jean, you know. I have a little closer of a relationship with my boss to the point where he understands my anxiety and issues and stuff. You know, I've had time with his kids. They come here, they play while daddy's working. I mean, overall, I don't see my downfall. I don't trust people though.
Yeah.
You know, and it's more grown-up people that I don't trust. It's not so much children. But I was there first. Tam got in late. She came hopping along into the front door, trying to take her boots off to be considerate, new carpet. So she was hopping around trying to get her boots off. Left them at the whatever you call that, hutch or whatever there in the dining room. She brought her bag in, laid it down behind the back side of the sectional couch, and insisted that she was ready to put her pajamas on. So she put her pajamas on. They made drinks, made complete asses of themselves dancing. Jose sat back with his camera making it look like he was doing something when he was really recording it. It was very embarrassing for them, not me. And of course Tam knows that you know, I'm in a shell. I haven't quite warmed up yet. So, you know, in her little stupor she was in, she's like, oh, there is no hiding. So she comes and she plops on top of me.
Yeah.
You know, meanwhile I'm holding this bottle and I'm like, I don't want to spill this on Jean's furniture. So Jose's beside me and I'm like, dude, can you take this? Can you take this? I think that picture's even in there. And, you know, and she's all lovey and she's a very sweet person. Some of it could be bought out by alcohol, maybe some pot. I don't know any other extracurricular activities. None of my business. Don't push it on me. I have nothing to say about what you do. But I have my lines. And just as happy as could be. And then people started leaving. Nicole left. She had to go take care of her puppy. Sarah left. Same ordeal. Take care of a puppy. Stacy and Tom stayed. They went up and I think they stayed in Reese's room. And Paula went up and stayed in Emma's room. So, I mean, we were having the adult party. You know, nobody's driving drunk. Nobody's leaving. Jean and Jose went to bed. Stacy and Marcy went to bed. Stacy and Marcy. Marcy and Jen went to bed.
Right.
Stacy went by herself with Tom. I hung out a little bit longer with Tam, and I'm like, Toots, it's no offense to you, but Jen was really overwhelming for me. And there's just a lot of, you know, things I still gotta get used to. And I'd feel better if I was at my home. Because I want to sleep there. I don't sleep at strange people's houses. I will stay up all night long. Because I just don't know what to expect.
Right.
You know, that whole sleeping with one eye open thing.
Sure.
And
you're just not comfortable.
I have trust issues. So I hung around for a little while longer with her, waiting for Gary to show up. She was eating a bowl of gumbo at the island. She was not stumbling. She was not splurring anywhere. She wasn't drooling like I had to worry about a bib. None of that. I mean, she seemed
Yeah.
Perfectly fine. And when Gary texted me and told me that he was there, I was putting my shoes on, grabbing my bags, headed to the front door. She walked me to the front door. She gave me big loves and hugs, and she even gave me a kiss on the cheek. And she's like, you know, I just love you. I'm like, you just love the things I do because I'm the mother hen. And she goes, no, you're really a good person. Okay, well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And I'm like, now take your ass in the house and finish eating your gumbo.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's a mothering instinct or something, but I'm like, go put more food on that belly.
Mm-hmm.
I know how much liquor you took in. Put more food on that belly. And she shut the door behind me, and I told her, I was like, make sure you lock it.
Mm-hmm.
And pretty much that was it. I walked out into the driveway, got in the Explorer with Gary, and we took off. And that was like 1:45-ish.
Yeah.
You know, give or take seconds.
Sure.
And then I guess it was like, what, 1:57-ish area. The back door opened, closed, the back door opened again, but then it never fully closed.
Now, this is what you're telling me that you heard from someone else because you'd already left.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
But I mean, several of them corroborated the fact that whenever they came upstairs, the patio door was a little cracked, which could have possibly been shut, just not latched, and the wind blew it open some. That's it. And
But now, when you left, Tam was the only one still up and moving.
it was Tam and me. That was it. That was everybody. Marcy took the inebriated Jen because Jen doesn't remember crap. And she was part of the reason that pushed me over my edge about staying because she's too much. Small doses.
Yeah.
Break me in small doses. And I'm like, I can't. And I told Tam, I was like, I can't. She's just a little too much for me. She's too needy. I mean, I understand going out, having fun, hold your own. If you can't hold your own, that's time to quit.
Right.
I don't like to impose my inability to take care of myself on other people.
Sure.
Okay? So I'm like, she got to be a bit much. She got very high-pitched and screechy, and then she went through the whole, woe is me, everybody likes me, I'm going to eat worms. I'm like, bitch, if you really want to know what it's like to have no one like you and need to eat worms, you'll retract that statement real fast. So I'm like, she just played on my nerves to the point where
Yeah.
So I left. She walked me to the door, gave me kisses, so my DNA will be all over them jammies. Because the woman, I don't know why, but she just felt the need that she needed to kiss me and hug me. And because I'm a socially awkward person, she thought it'd be fun to, while I was sitting there minding my own business, and I was working at this party, mind you.
Yeah, and the picture I've seen, you're in there on your laptop like.
Yeah, but I do it all the time. I mean, I work all weekend, all week. My shit doesn't stop. Now, do I do it for long, lengthy periods? No, but I do have to keep up on things.
Yeah.
So I was sitting there doing that and everything, and she goes, I just don't think you're in the full swing of this. And she comes over and she jumps on my lap and she straddles my lap and she goes, you need to relax. Meanwhile, I had a bottle in my hand and I'm like, Jose was beside me. I'm like, here, this is going to end up on the carpet and it's going to piss John off. I'm constantly chasing cups and stuff under people's asses. I'm like, you're going to knock it off. It's going to make a sticky mess. See? Mother hen. And, yeah, I mean, she was playing around and everything and, you know, having a good time. And
Right.
I didn't have any problem with it. She'd go out to smoke, and if I wasn't out there with her, somebody else was out there. Didn't let her go out by herself.
Was anybody else smoking?
I think Tammy says that occasionally when she's drinking that she would smoke. It's not like freight train smoking, but it's just one of those, I don't know, alcohol-induced things.
Sure. A lot of people only smoke when they drink.
Yeah, I'm not real crazy about it. I had a family member die of lung cancer and stuff, so I just kind of steer clear of it. And she said she was going back in after she walked me out to finish her gumbo, go have a cigarette, and then go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
She did have a brief conversation about maybe trying to drive home, and I'm like, Tam, I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
Take a few hours, take 4 hours or something, lay on the couch, just let your body mend some before you do anything stupid. There's no reason.
Right.
You made casserole for the kids for in the morning for breakfast. There's no rush. Just sit.
Mm-hmm.
Just sit and veg. And evidently at like don't take me 100%, but something like 1:55 or so, she walked out the back door on the deck to go have a cigarette, but the back door never shut. The cigarette was laying on the decking as far as I know, along with her lighter. And then there was...
And so who told you this?
Jose had made the comment that there was... And I did pick the lighters up. I think what happened was when he first walked out, he didn't realize there was any bad things going on. So he just picked up the cigarette and lighter off the wood and put it up on the fireplace. And then proceeded to the edge and saw there was a gas propane tank sitting there. What would have possessed her to use that as a step stool, I have no idea.
Okay. Let me redirect you because
I'm getting off topic.
I need what you know, what you did, not what you heard from other people.
What I did was basically about 1:40-ish, a little early 1:40-ish, because he got to... let's see. Don't get the wrong impression. My husband loves me. He just gets kind of fed up.
How long have y'all been married?
20 years.
Well, yeah, see.
He's my third marriage, though. See, I had this thing. You want to get married? Fine. Within the first year it doesn't work, we're out. I'm like, life is too short. I'm not going to spend 30 years miserable with somebody.
Sure.
You know? It's just... Maybe that's kind of selfish.
Nah. Again, because you only live. How many times? 3? No. 2? No. 1. So, don't sweat it.
I mean, the first time I got married, I was 19 years old.
Yeah.
But, you know, hey, we do things. We learn. I learned valuable lessons. So, I'm so sorry. I forgot what I was doing.
That's okay.
What was I doing for you? You wanted me to...
You were just telling me about what happened, and you left 1:45, give or take.
That's it.
Okay. Only other questions, 2 questions. Tam, how much did she have to drink?
Oh, that woman was a seasoned drinker.
Really?
I've been there. I can spot it. She's definitely a seasoned drinker.
Okay.
It would take an enormous amount to knock her on her ass, and I honestly think for her to get to that knock her on her ass, she would have probably ended up with alcohol poisoning and been throwing up.
Yeah.
Because your body can only take so much of that shit, and it's like, it's gotta go.
Right.
You know? I mean, no, she held it well. She was not sloppy and disoriented. To put it bluntly, she wasn't like our friend Jen.
Yeah.
Jen cannot handle her liquor. And then she goes through that whole, woe's me, I gotta eat worms. Nobody likes me anymore. I'm like, shut it. Or I'm gonna take a bottle of water and squirt it up in your brain and clean it out for you. So, yeah, I mean, I'm just, I don't generally try to pass being ugly.
Mm-hmm.
On the first go around. I but
Right.
I do get an intuition with people. Some people say it's creepy. I don't know.
And so, of course, we mentioned pot, and we know that she did smoke some. Were you out there with her when she was smoking?
She might have had one. That's not something I'm into.
Yeah.
I have asthma. Not real interested in the whole
Sucking smoke in your lungs?
No. And I'm like, as a teenager, off the record, as a teenager, I did things I probably shouldn't have done.
Yeah.
All kids do. And you know what I found? It's useless.
Mm-hmm.
There is nothing positive that comes from it.
Right.
And I'm one of those people who have an addictive personality. The very first thing that I could ever see myself having an issue with is alcohol.
Yeah.
But I keep it under moderation. You gotta have the willpower.
Right.
So, I mean, I know I'm not tooting my own horn. I feel sure I can fall flat on my face just the next person. But, damn it, what was I looking for, Steve?
I don't even know what you were looking for.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
You're going to tell people I never want to talk to her again. Do you understand me? If she's not jumping up, scaring the shit out of everybody around her, she still doesn't have her story straight. And the slurred and slowness is my medication.
That's fine.
So, I don't even know what the hell I was looking for.
I don't know. I think we're probably good at this point, so we'll go ahead and end the interview. What time is it?
Is there anything else that I can contribute? I mean, I've been in contact with Stacy and Tom.
That's fine.
Checking on how they're doing. I've talked to Sarah a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And she has said her and Noelle had a good day.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I didn't throw any rain clouds. I was like, that's great. Glad to hear it. I've tried to be nothing but supportive.
Yeah.
If you need to talk, for whatever I might be worth, whatever you want to disclose to me. I have no desire to run anybody's name through the mud, but occasionally it's nice to talk. I don't typically do that very often.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much my husband is my bouncing board
Yeah.
of everything that goes through my head. And then he'll tell me, well, honey, that's not really the appropriate way to well, it's the way I feel. It's in my head. He goes, you need to kind of soften it up a little.
Change that around a little bit.
Yeah, and I'm like, I am who I am. I mean, if someone wants to get offended, then just please say, can you reword that because that was offensive.
Right.
Wasn't my intention. Not whatsoever. I'm just telling you from my perspective. I am who I am. I am 45 years old. I'm sorry, it's not going to change.
Probably not.
I mean, I will do my best to be as respectful to you as I can.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm I'm not gonna pussyfoot. I'm not gonna sugarcoat, and I damn sure I'm not gonna say I did something I didn't do.
Right.
I mean, I'm a pretty clean person. I mean, outside of some speeding tickets, I love speed. Yes.
Speed
Sports cars, and speed.
They're good. Good combination. All right, we're going to end this interview. It's 10:40.